Hello everybody. Sorry for the little technical problems we have. It was a Discord problem with the bots. So. And here me, like John, with my co-commentator Blue Plasma Spark, or Beeps. How are you, Beeps?
I'm doing well. How are you, John?
Doing well too. So the race already start. At least was just serious station, so nothing too much exciting.
Yeah, we already got past the boring part of the run.
Yep. And I think we already see some divergence. We see, I'm pretty sure we saw those they killing all the pirate to which an indicator to go into new route, and Tipo taking the damage. So he will be doing all route. Same slaughters also did kill all the pirate with his elf, so also doing new route. So it's time for Sir Lewis. Yep, going to all route. This what you see when you this is the indicator that somebody will do new route or all route in Super Metroid in 80%. Seeing all of our runners getting that most important sequence break, getting or early super missiles. That sequence break is the most important one because you really don't want to fight Spore Spawn. It's a really long fight, take a lot of times, and also with only with only missiles can be a little long, and you can technically two round it really hard. So we skip that boss. It's way better like that.
I mean, it's not too hard to round. It's just really annoying.
Also, Steve's going into red towers. Going up directly to Phantoons. The reason why you see those runners when they go to Phantom first, why they kill the pirate, is because you need to conserve as much health as possible, since you only have power suits and Terminator E-tanks, so you don't have a lot of health. Phantoons deal 40 damage with no suits, so you kind of want to get all those health, if it's a little slower to kill them.
Looks like Slaughter's also going up Red Tower. So he's going to be fighting Phantoon first. He's been practicing a lot of PRKD.
So we see a Tipo going down red towers. Since it has taken all that damage, that wasn't a good indicator. And skipping Spacer, since in all route you normally don't take Spacers, you don't need it. You will take instead Plasma Beam, since in all route Plasma Beam will save more time than Spacer, since you use it to kill both Ridley and Mother Brains, so it speeds up a lot of the fights for those boss. Unlike New Route, where you go see Ridley as a second boss, you kind of need Spacer to have more powers in your shot. And Plasma is really out of the way, so just for Mother Brain, it's not really worth it.
I don't know if any... I actually wasn't paying attention if Zoe skipped charge missiles.
No, he has 15 missiles.
He did, or...?
So he didn't skip charge missile. Seeing a 15 missile with damage with 3 pack, which is first missile, charge missile, multi missiles.
I mean, charge missile would be a really interesting one to skip, considering you want to have as many missiles as you can for Phantoon.
Oh, and Slaughter's getting that horizontal bomb jump. Quite difficult there. Good job.
That was an interesting spacer pickup. Not gonna lie.
It's
Sir Lewis X picking up spacer.
It's still good taking spacer early if you're not quite comfortable without, because you kind of kill the enemies pretty quickly. Also, the only time talking about those is missile count. The reason you didn't skip nearly got that 2 round. The reason he didn't skip a short missile, we'll say, is because he didn't get that super missile drop. Normally, you see the top runners skipping if they skip a charge missile when they have 4 missiles before charge beam. A nice kill from Zeus. Was a little unfortunate he didn't get that last super hit. Now it's time to Slaughters to be in his Phantoon fight.
Looks like his curse of a slow.
That ghost really like to give slows. Nice.
Really nice Dopplers.
Yeah, really nice Dopplers there. Was like a 6 missile, I think.
It looked like it. Ooh, another slow. It's pretty bad. You don't want to see slows from Phantoon. I was thinking in 2 round this one actually. Oh yeah, there he goes. Really nice 2 round.
Oh, and Lewis missing his quick kills. He's set up for the charge. Charge for a super quick kill, but was not fast enough for the last bit. At least Kraid gave an amount of thing pretty quickly. Not that he can open his mouth more quickly, but did get it like a champ. Was a quick stand-up fight for Sir Lewis.
So a really nice addict right there. I mean, he's a top runner, but I imagine we're going to be seeing him at least farm up the 180 HP right here, because if he accidentally messes up and takes too much damage, he has to be very careful now.
Yeah, he can take only, I think, 2 hits.
He can only take 2 hits, so if he misses this, he needs to get... Okay, cool. He should be fine.
Those spike here deal each 60 points of damage. So.
Yeah, he has just barely enough to survive.
But I was not really that worried, since Zeus is first a world record holders, and players at this levels, when you're top tier, even god tier, when it's those levels, you don't really miss those 2 jumps. So I was really not worried for him.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I was half expecting him to do it, half expecting him not to, because I'd honestly be surprised if he did safety, also surprised if he didn't. I'd be surprised either way.
We see that Sir Lewis has taken the credit tanks, and by seeing the Elf Tip pool also, it's a nice safety item to take, since you have 100 more energy for the entirety of your runs. So it's really good to take.
Alright, so Sloters about to go through bowling. Alright, got the jump. Should be fine.
Shall be.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Didn't worry also for Slaughters. He's also a really good player.
I mean, anyone can die to add it.
Yeah.
It happens way too often. I mean, doesn't matter how good of a player you are, you're gonna mess up somewhere.
That's true. It can always happen.
And some mistakes are worse than others.
Indeed.
Because that would cost an entire race. Anyway, Slaughter's the second to pick up Gravity Suit.
I think I've been told a good not difference, but a good place to see at which point they are about the same distance. It's when somebody take gravity all route, and when somebody in new route take the lower Norfair elevator, so you can see which is ahead or not.
Alright, so Sos is now going to go grab Spacer. So one of the things that you actually do, John went over earlier, you're forced to get it in new route basically because you're not going to be grabbing Plasma Beam and it actually saves time to get it. And for our old route runners, Typo is just got his Wave Beam. He's going to be heading out of Norfair now and he's going to be heading up to Phantoon. And he's not going to have to do the CWJ that Zos needed or Sloters because he's got speed boost and can just shine Spark across the moat.
That CWG can be quite difficult because of its precise nature. First jump is frame perfect, and the second jump is 2 frame windows. And I think you reverse it if you do the in-room setup. I mean,
if you do in-room setup, it's 1 frame on the second jump.
I think it's just the first jump is now 2 frame windows, or is
No, the first jump is always frame perfect.
always frame? Yeah.
So in-room setup makes it a double frame perfect trick. And Sloter is now picking up Spacer. I know someone who's really into that beam.
That beam has also his name, which is the Siffy beam.
Oh yeah. Oh, now you're completely calling him out. I was just gonna hint at him. Zos is actually gonna skip that missile pack right there in your high jump boots.
Yeah. In your route, it's faster to skip high jump boots missiles. If you have to take a fort missiles, it will be wave beam missiles instead.
Yeah, I mean, because Zos has power bombs, he should be fine. Oh, I mean that's why you shouldn't call him out.
Now Sir Lewis is at his turn taking wave beams. Zosty taking his ice beam, which we really needed for the entirety of the games at this point. Mostly for Ridley.
The quality crisp beam, that's amazing.
Yeah, quality crisp beam. I think is a really good name for Spacer. What do you think, Beeps?
I think that's a good name. Honestly, it sounds even better than Spacer.
True, that's true. Now it's the turn of Sloters to get his ice beam in his way. Tip 4 now being near the moat, you will see that how much easier it is with speed booster.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, that crab actually dropped nothing for Typo or Sizer.
Wow, he really did drop nothings.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't drop anything. Actually, he's at full health. Never mind.
That might mean why.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he was at full. You're usually not at full health here.
Oh, Sir Lewis there. Going to take ice beam early. I do not blame him since the jump at red towers can be really difficult if you're not used to it, especially with those Ripper. So it's really a good item to take early if you know to use with your wall jump. So I really do not blame him.
Alright, so Zostin about to pick up his wave beam and head over to Lower Norfair. And that's where the run gets pretty spicy.
Yeah. And Tipo is about to enter Phantoons. So less RNG for him.
Showing off a bomb spread right there. A lesser known thing, if you actually hold shot and then hold down while morphing, you're able to do a bomb spread like that. And if you hold down for as long as you can, your bombs just eventually shoot out and then it'll be at just the right height to blow up those blocks.
Tipo getting a mid. Nice X-Factor there. Oh, getting a fast. Oh, and expecting too soon is X-Factor. At least it's the only moments when you miss your X-Actor that you want to slow with Phantoon. Because when there's at least one particles in the air, you can't shoot anything. So you want your X-Actor to hit the flames or go away by the time. So you kind of want the slows.
Alright, so Zost is about to go for a trick called Lava Spark. It allows you to enter lower Norfair with using barely any health. And he got it, and he actually did it a different way. Usually you see people holding or pressing R or something, and he just used an up spark to go in. That's pretty interesting. A bit harder, but definitely a bit cooler.
Right, depending on all you use for activating a Shine Spark, either up or R. Or shall I say angle aim up instead?
Oh yeah, that is true, because controls are customizable.
Yeah.
And I have seen people with angle up on L.
You'll see in the worst room in the games, nailing it like a champ. Oh, who is with a good sport was going to get that shine spark, but getting it upward instead, trying to get that atomic.
Alright, Sloater setting up for his Lava Spark. Alright. And...
Oh,
so close. So you're about to see the backup. He's going to do a gravity jump without Varia.
and his L is already low.
It's going to take a lot of health.
Since you don't have a Varia suit, Lava deal a lot more damage to you, and you take E damage also. So
Yeah.
one route you can take for new route, or HSFR route, is doing Kraid first to get Varia suit, and also if you want taking the Kraid E tanks. Varia protects a little from lava and protects entirely from heat. It's always a nice safety if you go for it.
I mean, you'll save twice as much health if you miss a lava spark. Alright, nice fast pillars.
And always seems like...
just have to be pretty careful though, because this is not the best
Oh
health.
no, really not. You can take only a single hit from the enemies here, since they each deal 50 points of damage.
Also, if he takes a hit, he's going to be sent in the health bomb, where the only drops he can get are large and small energies. He's not able to get missiles, supers, or power bombs.
And all those things in this Ridley fight.
Making use of that moonwalk.
I think yes, he did. He used X-Actor on Ridley, if I remember correctly, with Zost.
Yeah. That's the strat you normally go for, like 2 X factors on Ridley.
The fight take, if you only use the main combination, takes 60 shot. X-Actor particle deal each 300 points of damage, which is the equivalent of 1 super each.
Which is also equal to 1 Ice Wave Spacer shot that
also,
he's
but
using right
super
now.
missiles on Ridley deal double damage, so 600 points of damage. And getting
really nice Ridley there.
So that's why you see in your route people's using super missiles on Ridley, so they want to go it as fast as they can, so the fight do not take too long. And since he's not the last boss, there's always other place to farm for super missiles. You have really Kraids first. They always drop 5 drops, 4 drops immediately and 1 second later, so you have 4 super drops on the spot, since you don't want to wait that 1 second for that last super missiles.
Alright, so I'd like to do a bit of a count now. So right now 3 of our 4 runners have defeated 2 of their bosses, and 1 of the runners is on their second boss. Fun enough, those bosses are pretty different. So now Typo is the first to enter Meridia, or well, the main part of Meridia, should I say.
Going to see start bus, while Zeus is still not at his start bus, but all he has to do is kill Kraid, which will be easy with a quick kill, then already up to Merita after that, which is pretty close. So we can see he only have one real boss to kill, since Kraid's so easy, it's not really a real boss.
Alright. Zeus with a really nice Three Musketeers there. I can't tell, but it looked like he might have gotten hit right at the end, but didn't really matter. He's out of there. And he's about to go to Kraid anyway, and that guy usually gives good heal.
And Slaughter's finishing is really tight. Nice job to him.
Also, Zeus skipped Ridley tank, which is a really nice movement optimization. You have to have really good movement to skip Ridley tank. Sloters is gonna grab it, but Ridley tank is just so much safer. And Typo taking out the boss with the best hitbox in the game, Phantoon.
Yeah, every runners love that hitbox. It is such a wonderful thing. Typo farming a little at the bugs after butt wounds, wanting to have at least 2 super missiles, one for the green doors and one for the get around. Not even trying to get the Alfie. It was an interesting setup to jump up there quickly.
Right now, Zeus is on pretty good pace.
Indeed. Now Typo is entering Draygon's fights, the most technical boss in this game, at least. Things can go really wrong quickly with Dragons.
Oh yeah. So the first thing I want to see is this Typo is going to be doing an opener, so he's going to be using an X Factor and a Shine Spark to deal a ton of damage. And optimally, you can deal, I would say, 3,600 damage in one hit, but that's really hard. So a good average is about 3,000 damage. So one more Shine Spark should take Draygon out. Oh, and he got gooed.
Yeah. That was unfortunate.
Didn't get any slaps though.
Oh, and Slaughter's having a good dodge in the Three Musketeers room, only getting it with the last one. Pretty good, having a really great health exiting theirs.
Alright, so Typo getting the blue suit after the fight. So that's a sword Shine Spark he's going to be using in the Coliseum area to get reversible happy.
Taking his prize items, the worst item in the games. There's no worse item than Space Jump.
What's so bad about Space Jump anyway?
It's never working.
Let's fly.
It's practically never working when you want, and it's always working when you don't want it to work. So it's the best. It's really bad items.
Has killed some of my mock balls in Meridia, not gonna lie. Alright, Typo going for a really safe setup with that. Gonna charge it at the very top instead of charging it in a previous room.
Oh, and Sir Lewis has taken Slaughter's refills. Shout out to Slaughters on the Sir Lewis side. A really good one round butt wound from Zosti. Having some quite good drop. I think butt wound gave him two super drop.
Alright, here comes Slotus' third boss, Kraid. Ooh, okay, he's gonna have to find a backup for this. Alright, he got a backup.
Nicely done.
The mostly quick kill. And he's actually gonna grab Varia Suit because he's gonna need it to survive Rainbow Beam at the very end of the game. Because it actually checks if you have Varia Suit or not, it doesn't check for gravity at all.
Same for Baby Metroid. It also check only for various suit. Now we see those at this turn being at a dragon fight.
Also, nice laser door from Sloders there.
Now Sir Lewis is in an aqueduct and he's preparing to be fighting butt wounds at this turn.
I think Sloders got that mock ball out of the party zone area. With party zone is the room with all the key hunters in it. So now Zos is going to be going for a spike suit. There we go, he got it. And that
Showing off his skills.
Yeah, it's a step up from blue suit basically. Allows you to run while
But you don't
charge.
You don't want to activate it. You don't want to press any input that will activate a Shine Spark also in this thing. Else you will activate a Shine Spark.
Yeah, it's really easy to lose a spike suit, whereas it's not super easy to lose a blue suit on accident.
Blue suit, the only thing you don't want to press is the dash button at all, so pretty easy to not lose it, like you said.
About to see a high five between Zost and Sloders right here. Close enough to a high five.
Nice speed ball from Typro.
Might also seeing a potential high five between Sir Lewis X and Sloders and just fit.
Oh, I think Slaughter's missed at least one supers. But anyway, he still got that one round butt wounds and got one super draw, so he is at 2 supers. All he needs to be fast.
Let's see what he does. Oh, he is gonna risk it. He's probably gonna farm one of these mock droids coming up in. Oh wait, never mind. He got a super somewhere.
He also skipped the butt wound tanks.
I mean that's reasonable with his health.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already got 3 tanks.
Yeah, so he just took Ridley tanks, which are a little slower than taking butt wounds tanks, just to be safe for the 3 Musketeer, I will say.
Yeah, and it gives you a full heal as well. But you have to do an extra 2 door transition to get there. So like to say that Sir Lewis X has a lot more supers than every other runner right now.
We have a I5 from Sir Lewis in the Dragon's room.
Oh yeah, here we go. Sloders setting up for the opener. Looks like he got a really nice opener there. Good RNG from Draygon. This looks like it could be a really perfect Draygon fight. Oh yeah, that was
a really nice fight.
Oh, and he accidentally wasted a blue suit going for a spike suit. But it's alright because
he still get it.
He got it anyway. You really do want to have a spike suit exiting this room because blue suit doesn't really save much time because you can't get out with a blue suit unless you do bomb jumps or something, or gravity jump.
You have
you skip space jump.
If you have the times to do double, if you can't do, double bomb jump, you have the times to do it while Dragon's dying to be at the top. So
yeah, but you really have to commit to it early on. You can't do an attempt at spike suit. Also, Slaughter's being really risky here. He's at 31 energy, just 2 away from being in health bomb, 1 away from health beep. So he's most likely going to be farming the bugs in room coming up. Honestly, probably be to his benefit to be in health bomb, but I don't know.
Also, he's in Turia, preparing to be to fight all those space key Metroids. Opting for the grouping strat.
Really nice grouping strat there. He grouped them without taking very much damage.
Nice deboost.
He needs to be careful with his supers, though.
Yeah,
Got
really,
pretty bad supers right now. You want to have... Yeah, he's going to miss with these guys. Oh, there we go.
really good drops there.
That was like 7 supers at one time. Really nice. It looks like Sloaters had farmed the bugs. Don't blame him.
So see if they can really stay with those last Metroid, even using the missiles and 1 supers.
Oh, yeah. So, right now, Zost has some really good ammo. So, he can miss 5 missiles and still be fine. Or 1 super and 2 missiles.
Well, it's a nice strat from Typo, doing a grouping strat with a metal parrot. It's one thing you can do with plasma beams, which is the fastest strat to kill those pirates. The second fastest being the Shine Spark skill.
Wow, that baby skip setup. That was a really nice baby skip from Zost.
Really good.
Did a spacer shot, like right as he's about to land on that dead Ripper. So he didn't get the dust from it. Also, it's not super laggy without Plasma Beam, I don't think.
Now, Tepo is in this Ridley fight. With his beam combo, it's pretty a trial fight, only taking 20 shots. So it will be pretty quick. Also, after 11 shots, Ridley is becoming red. So it's a good indicator when he turns red that you only have 9 shots remaining. It was a really good fight from Tepo. Not getting hit a lot. Nearly all those hits. And Slaughter is showing why this room is in reality the name is Horizontal Bomb Jump Training Halls. Training for his HBJ.
Alright, so now Zost has to do 60 shots on Mother Brain. You could also opt to use his 3 missiles in place of one of the shots. Because 3 missiles is equal to 1 super, which is also equal to 1 Ice Wave Spacer shot.
If I remember, after 46 shots of Ice Wave Spacer, if I remember correctly, Mother Brain will enter our infamous catch-up phase.
Like, right on the 46th shot.
Because 45 will make her at 75% of her health, and it's below that she would begin. She would be at 25% of her health, and below that she will she will begin a catch-up phase.
Slaughter is going for a grouping strat, and there's catch-up. And catch-up is very dangerous. I mean, it's pretty easy to dodge if you do it well, but it will deal 100 damage per hit, which is a full E tank, and you need at least 301 energy to survive the fight. So, yeah, it looks like Zost got through, though.
One thing with the catch-up is that it can double or triple hits. I wanted to wait a little with his fight to say it, to not curse him.
It also can do no hits as well.
Yeah, I did see it. It's pretty weird sometimes. I think it's really rare.
Slaughter's is showing off that descending bomb jump attack. That's pretty cool. It's pretty difficult to do. But if you do it right, you're able to... Ooh, miss a baby stick, unfortunately. You're able to do a bomb jump while descending.
And facing left, that's not good. Losing 40 frames.
Never looking back. Not looking back at all the mistakes.
You want to always look right to save those frames. It is more important.
Always look left. It's a moral victory. Man, I disagree with you on everything, John.
Yeah, that's true. We disagree on practically everything. You always kill the punk SFE fish.
Oh, I never killed that fish. I don't care enough about killing that fish.
Ah, I see you killing that fish sometimes.
Oh, sometimes I kill it, just to make a point, but not too often. I don't usually kill it. looks like Lewis is going to be fighting GT and get
Cool.
those GT supers and also get screw attack.
Going the intended way. Interesting. You might not be comfortable with the green gate glitch.
So I guess now would be a good time to mention that there are more than just these 4 racers in a race. In fact, there are actually 13 entrants right now.
Oh, see, this Tornado Slaughters with his dreaded 60-shot fight on Mother Brains.
Alright, so Lewis picking up screw attack. Pretty nice item. I mean, it does, I want to say 2,000 damage per frame to enemies that are not immune to it.
And all the Slaughters in his out of this dangerous phase. And
So-
GG to Zeus, finishing with an official SRL time 41.55.
And I would just like to say that is an SRL world record right there. That is the fastest anyone has ever beaten this game in a race. So massive GG's to Zeus right there.
Yep.
That was an insanely good run.
Oh yeah, it was a really good run.
Really happy to have commentated this one. Holy crap. Yeah, first 41 in a race setting right there. And with the 3-round Phantoon as well.
Drew was a 3-round Phantoons.
Yeah, it was a 3-round Phantoon. With the wave missiles too. Because he didn't go in with 15... with the 1510, he went in with a 2010 setup.
He wanted to be safe for Turien, I think.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I mean, race safety is always a good thing.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Also, Lewis is entering his Ridley fight. With screw attack will be a lot easier since you can pass through his body, not his tail, because bypass iframe, but through his body without taking a single point of damage. Clean Mother Brain 3-5 on Slaughters. Now it's time to Tipful to enter the big boys room. Setting himself for the baby skip.
It doesn't look like he got it.
EM2 looking the wrong direction.
Oh, that's the right direction, except it's to the facing the left. Always face left. So the reason it saves 40 frames is because the developers didn't really think that people would be facing right in that cutscene, so you just skip a 40 frame stand-up animation by facing right. But the things that if you face right, you're looking back at all the mistakes in your run.
And GG to Slaughters, finishing with an official SLL time of 45:21. Congratulations.
Yeah, and that is second place in the SRL race channel as well.
And we see there's somebody that's forfeited from the race. Still GG for participating in the race. May have been Mother Brains or Ridley that done some dick move to that runners. And Altipo is a Mother Brain 1. Pretty easy, pretty trivials. With his beam combos for Mother Brains 2, it will be a lot faster, pretty much easier, since you only need also 20 shot with his beam combos. But you need to watch out, because after 16 shot, Mother Brains will enter their infamous catch-up phase. You really want to calculate your number of shots to be ready.
I mean, you really don't have to worry too much usually, because you only have 4 shots in the catch-up phase itself. So you have very little chance of getting catch-up. You just gotta anticipate the first catch-up and you should be fine, because you usually only see 1 or 2 catch-ups. So yeah, he's getting a second catch-up, but he's probably not gonna get a third.
No. No. Sorry. I also seen a fight where there was no catch-up. And also, good games to Elminster, finishing third place on an official SL time of 47.90 seconds.
He wasn't displayed on the restream, but he's still in the race.
And also, good games to Insane Firebats, finishing 4th place on an official SRL time of 48.20. E2 was not shown in the race, but was still racing.
And he also got a PB in this race as well.
Congratulations for your race PB, EFB.
Like, not just a race PB, he was an actual PB too. But basically all his race PBs are actual PBs, because he only ever mostly does these races like this. Alright, Lewis about to head into Criteria now. So he's not going to need to be in Brinstar anymore, and he's just going to go to Turian. Probably going to skip the ship refill. He's got really good health and good ammo, so there's really no need to get it anyway.
We see Mother Brains 3-game little trolls to type not really cooperating.
Getting a face full of Rainbow Beam. Both Sloters and Zos with 20%. Could be a 19%, but that's a bit riskier, because that would be skipping a missile pack, likely wave missiles.
And also Lewis in the horizontal bump jump training room. Yes, all the times he can, waiting for the statue to explode.
Alright, let's see how Typo is gonna get up the climb. Looks like he's gonna be doing a... Oh!
What?
How did that happen? I've never...
Ow! It's the
I've
first
never-
time.
I didn't
It's
even
the
know
first time I see that.
I mean, I didn't even know you could get hit by the... You could hit the ceiling right there. I mean, was he... I don't know, he must have been in the air something. That's so weird.
Nowadays, happen when you crouch and you try to shine spark, not when you're already up.
Alright, and with that, Typo has done with an official SR time of 51:04. So GG. I'd also like to say that immediately after Typo, just 6 seconds behind him was runner Potassium Nitrate, or Kano3, who got a 51:10. So really close race between those two. Who I didn't see it. And then, oh well, Canadian now right after with a 51:56. So all the runners are just finishing right now, basically.
And also, I want to say that Potassium improved his personal best by 1 minute 30 seconds, his personal rest times. So congrats to him. Same for Canadian Owls, improving by 34 seconds. So congrats to them for having a new personal best race.
So now it looks like Sir Lewis X is just gonna forgo doing baby skip. He's just gonna take damn. Oh, he actually took off all his suits. He needs to be kind of careful. Just one more hit. He's at 9 HP now. One hit and he's done. Alright, he's fine.
That was calculated from him. I think he knew how much that side uppers do damage, because
Yeah, they do 80 damage.
that particularly one do 80 damage. The others deal 120 point of damage. It's
Kind of weird.
pretty weird that this side uppers in Korea deal less damage than the others.
I guess that's the way it's coded. So like to say that another runner in a race, not these four, Cheaty Face 4 has finished the time of 53:02. So GG.
GG indeed. Now, so Louis preparing himself for the Zebedee skip.
Looks like he's gonna set up by going under. So he's just gonna reset the room after that one.
Maybe because he used it under, maybe because he do not have an angle aim down.
I'm actually not sure what his control scheme is, to be honest. But he might have gotten rid of aim down. I mean, there are some runners that have gotten rid of aim down. In fact, one of the world record holders, Behemoth 87, doesn't even have the angle down button.
Just to say that angle aim down is not the most useful of the buttons. There's nothing really critical about that angle aim.
Yeah, it's not like it's not as important as angle up.
Now, still Lewis entering his Mother Brain 2 fight, taking only 20 shots. And I see entering his menu, I think he reactivated Screw Attack, which can be really helpful, except against the Onion Rings, which in your iframes.
I mean, it's really mostly useful in the catch-up phase.
True. But they're also useful in the escape.
Yeah, that is true.
As you see Sir Lewis damaging himself up to make the cinematic go faster. Also, it's always a little more safe because I see some runners and me, myself including, dying to Mother Rain's cutscene since she wants to make you below 100 energy, or at least make you at 100 and less energy.
So as this race is finishing up, it's this time to talk about the other races that are gonna be going on. So next Friday at 3 p.m., there's gonna be a 100% race, and then at this same time at 11 p.m. there's gonna be another 100% race. And these are in Eastern time. And then the week after that, there's gonna be GT Classic, and then again the week after the GT Classic, there will be a rando race. So make sure you watch those and those come around. Also, I'd like to point out that the runner Red Ninja Josh has finished his run as well with a 56.24. So GG. Also, if you like what you see here, there is actually an any percent tournament going on right now for this very game. So there's going to be plenty of matches for that tournament tomorrow. Looks like there's already 3 up there. At 4 p.m., there's going to be a race with Leodox versus Galen 83. And then at 7 p.m. tomorrow, there's going to be a 4-way race with Freya Spirit versus CFB and Mr. Guy Average versus EOD Tex. So make sure you don't miss those races.
And also Lewis in his escape. As you will see, principally the most useful use for screw attack will be in Leodak's room. Since you can go up really much faster with wall jump and killing the pirates there without stopping your wall jump.
Now he's taking care of all those pirates. All right, let's see how he does his climb here. So he's going for the standard right side climb.
And now, will you do the objectively right choice on not saving the animals, or will you do the wrong choice of saving them? Oh,
Looks like he's gonna be saving them.
Sir Lewis. Please, everybody, don't look at Sir Lewis right now. He's doing something you don't really want to do.
Thank you, Lewis. You are the best. I love you, man. Saving these animals. I mean, they need someone to save them. Doing the correct choice.
I know the correct choice is not saving them. You want to save those frames.
Well, you're the one that wants to look back out at all your mistakes and face right. But oh well, it's all right. He has got done with an official SRO time of 59.22. So GG.
Good game to Sir Lewis. Was a really good performance from him.
So right now there is actually one more runner still racing right now. We'll see if he finishes up before We cut stream over here.
I think they will cut stream before you can finish.
But while we were watching the credits from Sir Lewis X, I'd like take this time to say follow the runners that you see here. So follow Soaks, Typo, Sloters, and Sir Lewis X. Also follow co-commentator Black Elite John.
And also follow my co-commentator Blue Plasma Spark. These are really great runners and great commentators.
So apparently, Toasty did a meme route. He did KRDP. From, by the way, things look. Because looking at his stream, he actually has some really strange equipment right now. But yeah. Doesn't look like we're gonna finish in time. So, GG to all the runners. Follow them. So make sure you catch more of these races in the future. These races happen every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. Eastern, and we added a 3 p.m. Eastern as well for speed gaming. There's also any percent races that happen on Saturdays and Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern, and that's for all the Europeans out there, because it's not at a horrible time at night like right now. Okay, I think that's really all I have to say about this. Do you have anything else you want to say, John, before we sign off?
The only thing I have to say is great job to all our runners doing an excellent race for us. And thank you everybody for tuning in to see those great runners performing in front of you. And we will see you for the next mission, everybody's.
Before we go, we can see what Lewis's percent was with the other items that he picked up compared to the others. So a typical KPDR like typos was a 22%, and it looks like Sir Lewis X had a 27%. So GG again, and see y'all next mission.